Hi everybody, how is everybody tonight? Yes, I know I'm going to get a lot of scowls, Lois, why are you here with that voice? But unfortunately, just got to do what I've got to do until someone else comes on. So until somebody else comes on, I am going to be here. So
Yeah.
we Lenny's helping me out with my voice too. So it's a Joyce. We've got three in the chat. Can somebody say hello, please? It's just so that I know that you can hear us. Um, MD, everybody. Um, but tonight's an interesting subject. We are talking about the Bell Witch haunting, which is an interesting one. Um, don't confuse it with Blair Witch. I'm just sharing out. How's your week been, Lynn?
It's been very busy with work. Totally wrecked me this week. But I'm off now till Tuesday. I've got the last of it's my weekend off. Every other weekend I have off. And I've just got 2 holidays in so that I can just finish them off before the beginning of the new year. So, the new financial year. So I've been out today doing a paranormal walk around to a certain cave, and that was very interesting. Yeah, with my head of the circle, my witchy friend. Yeah, and
Yep.
she found it absolutely amazing. So we will be going back there and doing a little gathering there and just call out and that and see what we can get. So she was very interested in the place. It's brilliant.
Oh, well, I know that obviously me and Lynn were talking backstage, and if anybody can hear us, guys, please let us know because we have three in the chat. Even put a thumbs up, that would be great. Um, but yeah, we were talking, me and Lynn backstage. I don't know
Ah,
why. I
Jen.
did, there's Jenny. I'll quickly say this before I go. So meanwhile, we're talking backstage and we're thinking about
Have I
definitely
frozen?
adding a lot more spiritual and witchy stuff in to
Hello.
to the
Hello.
podcast. We
Yeah.
will at the minute. Right, I'm going to go now because I can feel my voice ready to crack. You
You
ladies
can't be
have a good night. I shall be here in the background listening very intently. Speak to you soon, ladies. Love you both.
Love
Love you,
you too.
girls.
Bye.
Hello, Jen. How are you tonight?
Oh, my darling. I've been running around as always. And here I was feeding my zoo. And then I was looking at another dog. I was looking at another dog today and I was like, Jennifer, no. Jennifer, no. I seen this dog and oh my God, it's going to be a bear, but I have to go against it. I have to.
How many pets have you got, Jen?
I'm counting in my head, 5 dogs and 3 cats.
Wow, that's quite a lot. So you like to rescue things then?
I do rescue work. I'm involved in rescue folk since I was a
Oh,
teenager.
wow, it's okay.
Yes, I do all the home checks and the fostering and I transport and all of that. I've been doing it since I was a teenager.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, I love it. But then that's why I end up with 5 dogs. I did have 7 at one time. Jennifer will never learn. And then I seen this beautiful dog today, and I really wanted to. I can hear fireworks going off outside. I seen this dog, and I know this dog is going to be a big dog.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, a husky Bernese mix. And I was like, I can't. And I said it to my daughter, and she goes, "Mom, no." And she's 4, and so if a 14-year-old is telling me no,
It's a no.
I have a problem. But someday I will see. Is this can anybody hear us?
Well, she's just checking now.
Okay.
She's just trying to get people to check there's people looking, but she needs them to comment to say that they are actually
Okay.
watching.
Me too, yeah. My daughter said I can hear fireworks, I know. How are you?
I'm fine. I've been busy all week again, working myself to the bone. But I went out with a friend of mine today. She's the head of our circle. I go to a circle. Been going there
Nice.
10 years. It's not like a normal spiritual circle, but it is a spiritual circle. It's a very private one. And you've got a good group of ladies. They're older. You get a few younger, but most of them are older. It's open to everybody. And I just got invited there 10 years ago and I went. And it's opened up a lot for me. You know, I've
Really?
it's done a lot for me. It's opened me up spiritually. And I'm doing a lot more things now than I've always had things going on with me, but it's just made it more. I've gone advanced with it now. I mean, I can do cards. I can read cards. I'm not brilliant at them, but I don't do them like everyone else does them. So how I do it is,
Oh, really? StreamYard is messing up too much.
Oh, there we go. Hello, Kate. Hooray.
They're coming through. Hi.
Yeah.
They're coming through. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. It sounds interesting.
It is. It's very interesting. So where I do my cards, you know, because we all pair up sometimes and they'll say, will you do a reading for them? And you do.
Right.
And it gives you a chance to practice. So I don't do the way they tell me. I just shuffle or get them to shuffle and I put 3 cards out. That's all I do.
Right. Yeah.
Up to now, we've had 1 marriage, 1 child. We've had all these things from and I always say what you see. Say what you see. That's how I do mine. Just say.
I couldn't tell you. I bought these tarot cards, I think about a year or 2 ago, and the light cards and the dark cards, and I read them once or twice.
Oh, right.
And I've never read them again. I'm afraid to read my own cards. I'm afraid to read them because I've been telling them what to do, and I can't mute myself here, and I'd be telling my cards what to do if I get a horrible bad one. So.
We did something very interesting last week. I didn't go this week. I was too busy. So last week I went, and she had the tarot. So we've done the tarot. But she also had palmistry cards.
Could you
I've never done that before. Never really looked into palmistry. But these cards, and it was interesting because what we done, we picked 3 out of one and 3 out of the other.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi. So what we done then, we paired them up. So we put 3 out tarot, and then we dealt 3 out for the cards, the palmistry. So we read that 1 card for the tarot, and then looked at the palmistry, and it fitted in exactly as it should. It was very interesting.
Put the 2 of them together.
It's really, really interesting.
I know what to guess. That's brilliant. Put the 2 of them together and you don't know what and I love that because then it just validates it even more.
Yes, it's really good.
I know when Chris Mole, he reads my cards and he knows me like the back of his hand, you know. Sometimes I give him a break, sometimes I don't. Sorry, Chris. Sometimes I give him a break. A headache. And I'm like, he knows me.
Yeah.
But I watch him shuffling the cards and I know he's kind of straight down the line. That is it. I trust him that I wouldn't even have to see him shuffling the cards. He's I love the way he reads his cards because he's excited. He gets excitement when he does them.
Yes. Yeah.
And he gets excited. There you are, Chris. Poor Chris, sometimes he knows when I go quiet, he goes, "What's up? What's up, Jenny?" Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, but sometimes I have my quiet off days. I think today was one of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Today was one of them that I was just quiet. The fireworks are going crazy outside.
Sometimes you need quiet, don't you?
Yeah, there's fireworks.
Yeah, sounds like somebody's celebrating some birthday.
It's St. Patrick's weekend. They could be doing anything.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
St. Patrick's weekend. It's non-stop.
Yes.
I think I'm always looking in the darkness. Yes, Willow, you're focused. And you can hear that when you're talking. You can hear it when you're talking. It's not just laryngitis. You've pushed your voice. You've pushed your voice to the point that you've damaged your vocal cords.
Yes.
So you did. Listen to us. Hi, Noreen. Listen to us. Listen to us. So we have... I had to Google this lady.
I did too. I have
her open up here in front of me. Those fireworks are going crazy. It's always a party and I'm not invited to it, feckers. So I don't know much about... A tiny bit about witches. Tiny bit. I know my nickname when I was younger was Witch.
Oh, was it?
They called me Witch when I was younger. They called me Evil Eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I don't see myself as a witch. I'm just somebody that does things. I don't go casting spells or anything like that, but I'm in touch with the trees and I'm well into nature and stuff like that. You know, I'm well into it. I can feel the energies off everything. So if I go on my normal walk, I've got my favourite trees and I can feel the energy. And you touch, it's like hugging a tree, really, isn't it? You touch them.
I love the trees. I'd walk barefoot in the grass. I love the trees. I've always said I wanted to be, God forbid, when the time comes, I want to be cremated and buried beside a tree so the dogs can come up and pee against me because I'm
We were talking about this before we come on, right? And we were saying about, you know, when you die and you go, and I asked them in our local park, can I go up there? Because there's an area which is quite spiritual, and I found an old medieval burial area there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's also a part where there's a lady, I can feel her underneath with a child. A few years later from that, this other group came up and I took them round. They'd never be able to find it because I go around in the dark, you know, through this forest.
Yeah.
And I took her there and we were talking about this other thing, and she was stood out the way, this woman. And I said, you're all right? She said, no, it feels like there's a woman under here with a child. Spot on. And I said, so that's where I want to go, you see. And I've asked them, and they said, no, Lynn, you can't. You can put a plaque up.
Put a plaque up.
That's not good enough. We can't because it's not consecrated ground. You didn't say that when you were burying the nuns up in the fields.
Oh, Jesus. The nuns. I can't do the nuns. We did a show on Sunday night. I think my bloody fire has gone out. We did a show on Sunday night, and you were there with us. We were talking about religion.
Yes.
I remember we were doing a show about religion. Oh, listen, and I've said to Jacqueline, I've never said so many F's on one show. They were just flying out of my mouth. Never had. I watched it back, and Nuns on the Run. I watched it back, and I was like, Jenny, that's not going up on YouTube. And there was a reason why my YouTube didn't work. I never swear, like ever.
She did the other night, I can tell you.
Just a few times every day. It's my second language. It's my second language. I swear, like I say it, only when it needs to be. Only when I'm passionate about something, when it needs to be. And I know not a lot of people don't like it, but I think I've earned it. Oh, Jesus, I've earned it.
There's one way of swearing, and there's another way of swearing. There's two ways of swearing. There's a nice way of swearing, in a funny way of swearing, and a bad way. So sometimes it's okay to swear, isn't it?
Mine is just whatever which way they take it. Whatever which way they take it. Noreen, don't start gelling. The Lord, stop, Jesus, no. Absolutely no. No. So
So anyway, should we talk about this Betsy Bell?
Yes, I have a page open in front of me. Is my camera freezing a bit?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I know, because it was kind of
still there. Yeah, your voice is
there. It never freezes at the nice part. It only freezes when my face is looking like Donkey Shrek or something like that. Nicely, kind of like, so every time I talk now, I must strike a pose, you know?
Madonna.
Freezing now. That's all I'm listening to is Madonna. I've been listening to her for the last 2 weeks, and I'm in the kitchen with the 80s and 90s, and my daughters are looking at me because the 80s and 90s are coming back tenfold.
They are.
And I'm frozen again. Jesus, Jennifer, what's going on? It's my signal? I don't know. I know I had glitches last night as well. I had glitches yesterday, for crying out loud. So this lady, you can. Well, Lynn, this is yours. You can start, and I can read from here.
Right, because I didn't know nothing about this lady until today. And all I wrote down today about this, I thought it was quite interesting. And it's called, you read it up on, you can get it on Google, anywhere. And it's Betsy Bell, the Queen of the Haunted Bell. And it's the authentic story of the Bell Witch of Tennessee.
Yes.
Well, I didn't get to read all of it, but what I did read was the Bell Witch haunting is a legend from southern US folklore. I love folklore.
Me too.
Love it. And it's a 19th century Bell family, Northwest Robertson County in Tennessee. Now, there was a farmer called John Bell Sr., and he resided along the Red River near the city of Adams in Tennessee in 1817 to 1821. His family and the local area came under attack by a mostly invisible entity that was able to speak, affect, and physical environment and shapeshift. Now that says not good, is it? That's not good at all.
No.
And the same accounts record the spirit also to have been a clairvoyant and capable of crossing long distances with superhuman speed, or of being in more than one place at a time. Now, you see, when I read things like that, tells me already. So maybe they didn't, I don't know what happened to after that. You can tell all that. But are they having attachments? Are they dragging them around? Are they able to say they went to another town and they decided, this spirit decides or entity decide to go there like that? Are they moving out? Are they doing that? So that's all I've got on that one up to now. If you tell us the rest, and then I'll be able to jump in and talk about different subjects.
Well, I have Wikipedia up here. She was the youngest daughter of John Bell Sr. She was the focus of what is considered the most well-known paranormal occurrence, like you said, in the United States in the early 1800s. We're getting there, Willow. We're getting there. Oh, Jennifer, why am I losing things? Let me just scroll, bring this up a wee bit. So Betsy wanted to marry a young man whom she was betrothed. The unusual situation began in 1817 when Betsy was almost 12 years old and lasted for about 3 years, during which the family endured many hardships.
Right.
Late in December of 1820, John Bell Sr. died under mysterious circumstances, and the spirit reportedly took full credit. Later, following more mischief, by the spirit, Betsy broke off her engagement to Joshua Gardiner. She later married her former school teacher, Richard P. Powell. Several years later, after the death of her husband, following a brother and a sister who had settled there years before, she'd moved to Yalobusha County in North Mississippi to live out the remainder of her life in the home of one of her children. The story of the supernatural has been documented by many writers, with their earliest mention that being of Albert Goodpasture. in Goodspeed's History of Tennessee. So in 1886 and in 1894, a book written by Martin Van Buren Ingram, the authenticated History of the Bell Witch, which was published. So that's just about the book of her. So, well, whoever she was with died. You know,
Right.
her fiance died, her husband died. And I think this is why they, and even in Ireland, up to date, what we have in Ireland, there's only a count of 2 witches that were murdered or killed in Ireland.
Okay.
Only 2 of them, 2 of them today, 2 of them that we know of. So why would you think they would have called her a witch? Because of the spirit?
When I've looked at that Google, you've in a wiki and all that comes up.
Yeah.
It's showing you pencil drawings, and the pencil drawings are of a young girl hanging around the top of the trees. So was she nimble enough to go swinging around the trees? Right? You don't know, do you? You've got to break it down to what it could be. And is she just nimble enough to go around the trees? In the 1800s, people were so superstitious.
Right.
And of course, because of what happened with Salem.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That would have carried on. What does she say, Willow? People were called witches for everything, because obviously if they didn't like you or you're into plants, you were a witch. It was shocking back then. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anything. And she lived up to the ripe age of, she passed away in 18th of July, 1888, age 82.
That's a good age.
Only 8s in it. 18th of July, 1888, died at 82.
Yes, yes.
Maybe me now. I'll be looking up. Happy birthday, Joe. I'll be looking up. Oh God, I know a few of them. I can't say. I'm learning not to say things. My filter's working as I get older.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like my filter. But it gives me a quiet life sometimes.
Yeah.
So why would they have called her a witch?
Yeah.
So Elizabeth is the name. Elizabeth Howell. Huh?
It seems like people around her are dying.
Right. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Lord. I mean, my nickname when I was younger was Witch. And I remember, yeah, Evil Eyes and Witch. That's what they always called me. Evil Eyes and Witch. And I remember 2 people in the last, I'd say about 5 years ago, something like that. And there was two people from 2 different times, and they were absolutely tyrants. They were absolutely the thorn in my side. And they did nothing but harass me and just did everything they could do to kind of really affect everything I've done and whatnot. And both of them are not alive anymore. Oops.
Well, that's a subject that we'll have to talk about another time, because
oh gosh,
I always say to people, just be careful what you say, because words are spellings and spellings happen.
Right?
Yes, oh, they do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
it happened to me, and I have to be very careful what I say.
Yeah. Me too, because yes, the thing, don't annoy me. Not annoy me.
But when you think about this business,
some things I still thought, and I've never.
So you've got this young girl.
Oh.
Everybody's dying around her. Now, is she a herbalist? And it's like you were getting bullied when you were younger. Noreen said sometimes if a man wanted to shut, if his wife, they would put out a rumour she was a witch. Well, that's true. Wow. It's no different than what happened with you, and they bullied you. They called you, and you know why? Because you stood out and you were different. And I think people who are different, really, people bully you because they can see in you something that they've always wanted to have and they can't have it.
I don't know what that would be. I find that crazy because I wouldn't know what that would be. Like, why? But it was just a lot, and it was unfortunate, and it wasn't nice because I felt very bad when they did pass away, and I felt very bad about it. No, that's not a wine. I wish it was. I wouldn't be sure. There are bottles in it, but they'd all be empty. Come on with Jenny for a glass of wine. She's wine in the house. The feck I do. They're all empty bottles. Bring your own. Oh my God. Sorry, I have a head cold again. So yes, I don't know. Yeah. Well, Jenny was yelling like They'll be empty, Willow. Well, that's true, Noreen. People are afraid of what they don't understand. And I find that very, very true. I kind of procrastinate a lot recently of stuff and work that I'm doing, and I don't understand it, and it's driving me insane, and I'm kind of trying it, but I don't understand it. So I pushed myself to whatever I had to do last week, my studying, and, write anything down. It's words and paper. Even the questions, I don't even think the people who wrote the questions knew what they were asking.
Yes.
It's just, it's waffle. It's waffle to me, but I'm doing what I can with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Willow, the witches and pagan is becoming more popular than any other religion.
It is. You're correct there. And there's a lot of emphasis lately. I don't know if you've noticed, Jenny, but there's a lot of people going on about paganism, Celtic,
Yes.
about tribalness, about who you are, what you come from. And I'm Celtic. I'm Celtic.
Yeah.
And I'm quite proud of being Celtic.
Absolutely.
But sometimes, and you can think, I look at certain things and it's like all the circles and that you see on rocks and stones and all that build up. And I think, do you know what? That's so beautiful. It's natural and it's so spiritual. So I think I've still got these throwbacks from in my DNA.
Right. You still have them.
Yes.
Yeah, you still have them.
Yes, I feel like that. Yeah.
That's brilliant. And I know when I was out walking, I was in Mellifont Abbey, it's only about 10, 15 minutes out the road from me. And it's a beautiful abbey that was built by the French monks, and they didn't like it anymore and they got up and they left. And I'd walk out there and walk there in my bare feet, and it's just silence. And I like to do it when it's rainy day out because there's no families and kids there.
Yes, yeah.
I love kids. And it's just more peaceful. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And there's a lovely running stream at the side of it. It's just a nice place to go out to. Yeah. But I think, like I understand, pagan is ancient. Wicca is is new, like not even 100 years old. Wow. I think the Wicca it's new. Like, I mean, I wouldn't, honest to God now, I wouldn't know a lot about them. Pagan, I wouldn't know a lot about that. It's something that I need to come out of my comfort circle.
Yeah.
And learn more about it because I wouldn't know a lot. I do know, let me just check this. No, nothing there. It's because the other ones hold a gun to your head about how you need to be, but with the other religion like pagan, Wiccan, and witchcraft, Saintism, whether people like it or not, teach you to be yourself, and you have a path without you're going to hell or you're going to heaven. I love that. Yeah, yes. It's that what was installed in us when we're younger, and not take our own path. And I think some people are still afraid to take a different path when it comes anything outside of Christianity or religion or anything like that. They're afraid to do it.
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, what's the worst can happen? Do it.
That's true. It's true.
Okay, right, just find out. And as long as, I know with Christianity and so on, and people have beliefs, and I've said it on Sunday as well. Religion is the root of evil, of all evil, and it is to 110%. I genuinely think it is. We're not going to go back into religion talk because Jenny will just run away with us.
Wicked, yeah, I love that as well. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, what's it called? The Wicca something. I don't know if it's about that. Yeah.
They burn one, don't they?
Yeah.
Wicker Man, and they burn it. Is it in Scotland?
It was Nicolas Cage was in it. Do you know it? Yeah, that's the one. I know I haven't seen that in more years than I can count, but right, Aaron. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, possibly.
But apart from that, this one, Betsy, I wanted to do more reading on her. But let me see, I'm just
yeah, they are.
It's just saying, but she's 82 when she passed away. She married her former teacher. There is a movie out called The Bell Witch.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to have to find it.
It was made in 2002.
So it's a good age now then, really, isn't it? It's not a new one. Yeah, we'll have to have a look for that one.
The Bell Witch. I might have a wee look for that now, and I should have done it before this, but there you go.
That's the thing, wasn't it? Bell Witch.
Get out. There's like even in Salem, where they have the witch trials and these innocent women, like if they did practice medicine, or there were certain, my God, my brain is blank today. I've had a bit of a day today, a bit of a day this morning, but there was little things that they had that they would be on trial in court and they would be hung. And I suppose I get it. Back in the day, they wouldn't know what we know now. They just go by what they were afraid of, and hung these innocent women.
Yes. See, this Bell Witch, they reckon there's a black dog involved. Again, the black dog that was involved in Pendle, which people are still seeing to this day. Or is it a wild cat? Because I know people who go up there at least 3 times a week, and they put cameras out there, and they're very onto it, well onto it. I should have gone there today actually, but we were meeting up with, and they were all ill. There's this norovirus going around, isn't there? So we've been to this secret cave, which was by an old convent. Another one.
Bring me. I know the team that I did the convent with, they're doing an investigation on the 29th of March. And we're in Lep Castle on the 28th of March. So I'm saying to Jacqueline, could we possibly do back? Because Cork is like, I'm here and Cork is down here.
Wow.
So it's a journey. And so, like, again, I'm here and Lep Castle is here. It's about a 2-hour journey. So I was saying to Jacqueline and Bethany, is it possible? Could we do back-to-back investigations? Like, when your energy is burnt out from an investigation from the night before.
You need to sleep. Yeah.
You need to sleep. Yeah, you need to sleep. So I don't know. If we don't get it on the 29th, then we'll definitely get the next one. But yeah, I'm still doing audio from it. I think my recorder, I used a crappy recorder, and so it didn't download. So now I have to have a very, very, very quiet room and record one off the other, so I can download it and listen to it. It's just because normally I'd have it all done. I'd have it all done by now. And I have to do the video work and whatnot, so it never stops. And then I only went ahead and booked another location today for a weekend in July. We're going to a place in Tipperary called the Redwood Castle.
That sounds interesting. Redwood
It
Chemical.
is an interesting place. I've been doing it about 7 years. A little quiet to start off with, but now we're kind of, and it was the only castle I'd ever sit in and be comfortable in on my own. But it's kind of getting there a little bit now, kind of hyping up a little bit more. Hi,
Yes.
Jill. It's hyping up a little bit more. So we're going to be there for 2 nights in July.
Oh, that'd be
2
interesting.
nights in July. So it'll be nice that we can relax and not kind of fluff about, and with the equipment and all of that, we can just kind of, and then we'll go on the next day. We'll take the group out for a sightseeing and bring them to Nina, which is in Tipperary, and to different locations there. I know Jacqueline's going to be taking that one over because she's from Tipperary. So I said, Jacqueline, you're the tour guide, Jacqueline, you're the tour guide, you know this place. And then probably bring them to a jail. There's a beautiful old house that she showed us as well. So even places that I haven't been to before myself. So we'll be doing all of that in July. And I think I have, hello cat, the cat's beside me. I think I have May off. April, May. I have May off. God knows what I'm doing in May.
You'll find something else to do, won't you?
Trust me. Yeah.
Hello,
Jacqueline.
Hello.
That's Jacqueline.
I think you're amazing.
She's born. I tell you, she's like me. She's like a mouth of a sailor. Mouth of a sailor. Don't let that face fool you. She's like a mouth of a sailor. She's worse than me. She puts me to shame. Is that right? She couldn't text me saying, bitch.
And the dogs.
The dogs agree.
Yeah, they do.
So I think, did they ever do, because I don't know if this is true or not, did they ever apologize? I don't believe that, Jenny, baby. It's true. It's true. Did they ever apologize? Because I thought I read it somewhere or heard it somewhere that they apologized for hanging these innocent women. Was there something?
I've never heard anybody apologising.
I thought, unless I dreamt it. But let me see.
I mean, Joan of Arc got accused of being a witch, didn't she? And she was burned. Is that right?
Yes. Okay, let me see. Okay, I knew I was right. 22 of the 33 individuals who had been convicted were exonerated in 1711 by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, which also paid some £600 to the families of the victims in 1957. The state of Massachusetts formally apologized for the trials.
Wow.
I knew it. Yeah, I knew.
They wouldn't do it here, would they? Wouldn't give you the dirt from under the nails here.
Right. In 1706, Anne offered a public apology for her participation in the witch trials at Salem.
Wow.
No, you're grand, fella, you're grand. You'll bring, do you know what? If you don't know something and you look it up, you learn. Well,
yeah,
we're just
exactly. Yeah.
Learning live. We're just learning live.
We're learning, yeah.
We're just learning live. The Salem trials had proved it was impossible to convict a witch without endangering innocent lives as well. Following the trials and executions, many involved, like Judge Samuel Sewall, publicly confessed error and remorse. Massachusetts issued its first pardons for victims of the witch trials in 1703. So they did apologize. Too late.
Too late once it's done. Yeah.
But it's like closing the gates after the horses get out. You know, too late. You did it. They were innocent. But with these people not tried for the stupidity mistakes. Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, that's it.
There's a group in Scotland who are campaigning for an apology for the murder of all the people accused of witchcraft. And they have launched a new tartan and also got the Witch's Well on the Royal Mile. Fantastic.
Right.
But it's like you say, it's too late. I mean, to me, if they done somebody in my family and said, oh, we're sorry, we made a mistake. And what am I going to say? Oh, it's all right. You can
yeah, we'll bring them back. Holy crap. August the 26th. I know I'm just reading, going down a rabbit hole now with this. Well, that's it. Well, that is it. And were they ever done for it themselves? And August, Anne Putnam Jr., August 26 in 1706, at the age of 27, Anne Putnam Jr. wishes to join the Salem Village Church. On this day, she stands before the congregation as Reverend Green reads aloud her statement of faith in her declaration, sorry, and apologizes for her role in the witchcrafts.
Wow. But you see, when you go, it's like a bit like joining a club, isn't it? So you've got all these people, these women interested in, I know how to do this. I mean, we all do it. You know, I can make my own painkiller. I make a salve, and because I've got arthritis and rheumatoid osteo, and it helps me. And I won't take tablets if I can help not put anything in my body. I keep myself as pure as I can. Yeah. And I take a paracetamol now and again, but I've got to be desperate to do that. So I make my own salve. It's a cream and I rub it on my bones, and it makes it better. The pain goes away. So this is what these women were doing in them days, because there was no doctors. There wasn't doctors that people could afford, and they didn't know how to make anything. And even they went to the local ladies, they called them midwives, and they went to these women and they said, well, can you help me? I've got this wrong with me. Take a bit of this, have a bit of that. This is how you use it. And come back. If something happens to them, they automatically blame the woman of witchcraft.
Witches, because the white witches, green witches, they still do in Africa. They got witch doctors. Yep, they still do. And it says here now, among those executed for witchcraft were, and there was 13 witches of Salem: Elizabeth Howe, Susanna Martin, Sarah Wiles, Martha Carrier, John Ward, George Jacobs Sr., Alice Parker, and Pudetter, I don't know, I can't understand that surname, Wilmot Red, Margaret Scott, Samuel Wardwell, and Mary Easty. So they were
devastated. It's like having a whole town or a small village, and half the village have been wiped out because they've helped people or whatever.
Yeah, they watched this. They watched them being burned at this. Burned. They've watched them being burned. It was kind of cheering and jeering, and these women did nothing. And there's men in here as well.
I mean, if ever that happened round here, half the women would have been gone by now because they've all got gobs on them. So what happens is the boyfriends and the husband to get rid of them, wouldn't they?
Oh gosh, I'm literally reading everything here now. Was anyone punished for the Salem witch trials? 19 men and women were executed by hanging. One was killed by torture, and others died in prison.
Wow.
It's a lot in it. The last person to be exonerated was Elizabeth Johnson Jr.
How sad's that? They took it up, didn't they? They took it up after the Pendle witch trials.
Aye.
That's how that came about. It's sort of the law was changed by the king, and he got it to suit what was going on at the time, because Elizabeth had one rule and he changed it all. Everything was changed to suit. Yes. And it's all about, I think it's all about a power grab. I know it sounds a bit daft, but it's having that power. It's like you've got local councils who've got that power. And
all right,
them days they had the power and people would respect them. But even if they were ruffians, you know, the people wouldn't have liked them, but they'd have gone to them for help.
I'm laughing at Willow. I'm laughing at Willow.
I've got a broom.
I'll just go on the Hoover. There's witches everywhere now, and people love them. I mean, one of the spells that I know, and I do go to my friends, for witch spells or anything like that to see if I would do it. I think I did one before as well. But the one I'm really interested in, the one I will be doing, is where you write the person's name down on a piece of paper, you fold it and you put it in your left foot. So every time you're walking around, it's like you're walking on them. They're beneath you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like someone saying, like, I'll be kicking the shit out of a wall. And my right foot, my left foot will probably be higher than my right foot because there'll be a lot of names in this shoe. A lot of names. I'll be kicking the wall and stomping. I will, must be. Tell you, I've got a big A4 book to do it all and get all the names written down on it. Well, I did one night with a fantastic group of friends of mine in America, and it was a kind of the spell was to detect, to keep crap away from your door.
Yes.
Is it deflect? That's what I'm trying to say.
Deflection. It's deflection.
Deflection. And there was a full moon out. And I had my pot at the front door, and there was names in it, and there was tinfoil in it, and there was ash in it, and whatever. People coming up to my door, and there was a symbol on the little cauldron. And,
yeah,
it's true. And people are probably thinking, like, "Hi, Jenny." People are probably thinking, what the fuck is this all on to? She's got a little cauldron. It's not Halloween yet, so no need for the cauldron. So a little cauldron outside with like foil folded in it, piece of paper with names in it, ash, black salt, everything in it.
Yeah.
And I faced it towards the full moon. I think it worked. I'm not too sure. Just listen, Robert, I have 5 dogs. I've got 3 raptors. What did I say tonight? 3 raptors? Chihuahuas. And they wouldn't do it, but bless them, they wouldn't do anything to you apart from hope. The one who just
talking.
She snores. She just breathes and she snores. But I tell you, I really want to do that one with the name. I have a few names that I really want to put on my left foot. And even if it doesn't work, it will mentally make me feel better that I'm walking on them.
Exactly.
And reflect them away from me.
Yes. Just get them away. Yes.
When I got cards done, tarot cards done, my friend took me, hi Nicola. My friend took me to a tarot card reader who doesn't know me from Adam, and her cards were interesting. What she pulled were very interesting. I know when Chris pulled cards out for me as well, he got the same. I got the same cards with Chris.
Yes.
And the same with Jacqueline when Jacqueline does my cards now. Listen, Jacqueline, I know the rule of 3. But this is not negativity towards them. It's just that they're beneath me.
Yes.
And even if it doesn't work, it will just make me feel better that I'm walking on the names.
That's it.
That's how I roll.
Yeah. Get them out of the way.
Yeah. And then it will make me feel better. That sounds really bad. I'm walking
psychological, isn't it? It's a psychological thing.
Well, I think so, yeah.
You're doing what you've got to do, and you've
absolutely,
and that's done. You can't physically do them. Yeah. You've got to do it that way.
Jacqueline, she knows because I'd be writing down the names. Like, can I give them the nicknames that I give them, or do I have to write down the real names?
Yeah, that's a thought.
No. Oh no, because that's putting negativity out. I'll just do the nice ones. Oh, really, Lulu?
Oh.
Oh my goodness. That's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big one, Lulu. That's a big one.
Wow.
I mean, even talk in private about that and what, ideas or what can be done. I mean, have you gone to your own solicitors about that? She sounds like a lovely woman. Bring her over to Ireland. Bring her over to Ireland. Yeah, that's the witchy. That's Lois's witchy group. Willow's witchy group page. What is this?
Freeze a spell, but not sure it's enough. Freeze a spell.
Oh, yes, the freezer spell. Yes, the freezer spell. Yeah, I think if I could be wrong, but I think you put the names into the free. Oh, I did it myself. I can't remember. I do remember putting money. I put 9 coins wrapped in tissue or a piece of paper, and I put it into the freezer, and that's to freeze your money, so you never go broke. I had to take it out of the freezer later because I had to borrow it. No, I don't. I think it's still there. Oh no, it's not. It's not. My freezer. I only did clean my freezer last week, and I actually took the money out of my fucking freezer. I put money underneath the Buddha, and that's because you'll never go broke. You'll always have money. But then I had to take the money out underneath the Buddha. We haven't got a positive person, and then yeah, I took the money out of the freezer. So, I need to
try that one. I need to.
I do, because when I needed it, it was there.
Exactly.
No, I need to put it back in. I need to put it back in. That's good. Yes, I was told to put her name in water and freeze it. Which her well got away. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that I know, the freeze one.
Can't wait to go to the pub.
Oh, Lulu, can't wait. Come to Lulu. Go to the pub. It'll be great. I'll be like Rose from the Titanic. I'll be on the table doing Irish dance and Irish jigs. And, just another day. But oh gosh, I was going to say, yeah, that freezer one. The freezer one, I must. If she said to put her name into water and freeze it, put it into the freezer, it's going to annoy me now until I get it.
Jacqueline said put them in ice cube trays.
What?
Jacqueline said put them in ice cube trays.
The names?
Yes, and freeze it.
That would be really good, actually. Knowing me, I'll end up taking them out, forgetting the tray and putting them in my bloody gin and tonic. I'll see the name floating on top of my gin and tonic. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Are you saying?
What way to
I'm going to cry. Am I seeing these people in my fucking drink now? They're everywhere.
Smacking the ice cubes.
I have a gin and tonic apiece now, and they're in my fucking drink.
They're coming to haunt me.
Hello. Oh my God. I'm just looking at this one up. Let me see. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh God, I can't. Sorry, apologies.
I get oh, yeah.
What? Oh, and after. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I swear to God. I tell you, I was, me and Jacqueline were talking earlier, and yesterday we were talking as well, and I was saying, like, when you're having a good day, you're having a good day, but kind of like you think for a second, I know I'm having a good day, and I love I'm having a good day, but I'm kind of like waiting for something to happen. And it was like that. and someone had made me a lovely message, and it was like lovely. And then I tell you, if there was a way of banning Facebook memories, I would ban it. I would ban Facebook memories. They're a blessing and a curse at the same time. I would ban Facebook memories, and I have no idea how to get rid of them. I'd like to get rid of them. Yeah, I do not like them. They need to go. They need to go. They need to go.
I'll have a look to see if I can. Have you tried every way to do it?
I haven't tried yet. I don't want to lose out on pictures of my children and my dogs.
Yes.
There's just certain memories that are kind of really. But then, do you know what? Now when I think about it, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
When they come up, memories, right? You have a look at the memories that come up, because they only pull them up every now and again. If it's one you don't like, delete it when it comes up.
Yes, yeah.
Because it won't go up unless you put it up on Facebook. It's showing you first. So that memory, you can get rid of it. You don't have to.
It does. None of those memories go up at all. It just kind of hit me like a train today. Hit me like a train. And in ways that I was even surprised. And I was talking to Jacqueline, and I got upset over it. And I was like, shit, now the next few weeks is going to be a bloody roller coaster. It's going to be donkey horse shit. It's going to be horse shit. And I'm like, throw me. I tell you, I have so much coming up that days are rolling in, months are rolling in, and I don't have that. I think I have a break in May. Right. And I'm taking it. I'm taking a break in May. I'll be doing my shows. That's a definite. But anything by going anywhere or doing anything, or I didn't know. No, there's no investigations in May.
Stay home.
Yeah, there's no investigations in May. I could be busy in May as well. I mean, there's stuff coming up that I can't even talk about, but I have no control over that one. But it's a lot. Oh my God. And my twin Vicky said to me, because she's into the moon and the stars and the, our signs and whatnot. And she said to me last year, she goes, Jenny, October, everything's going to be good in October. Come October, no, nothing was good. And I was like, okay, Vicky, and so on. And then she said, right, 2025, that's it. 25, everything changes. We've had 25 years of shit. Now everything's going to change. We're good. And I said, okay, let's see how that goes. And that was going a little tits up as well. And I said, Vicky, I'm going to put that moon up your arse. You tell me. One more thing. That's everything has changed. Everything has changed. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. The moon is going up your arse. Noreen, I am not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I even went and got myself a diary to write everything down into, so I can keep it as I might even make a book out of what I'm writing down. My God. Yeah. Oh, I could write a book.
You could do. Yeah. Or start one. Yeah.
Oh my God. There'll be an age limit on it.
Will it be funny? It'll be funny.
There'll be an age limit on it, Age limit on it. No, bleep, bleeps, bleep, bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleeps. There'll be a lot of bleeps, but written down. And it's normal writing. But I could do it.
If you wrote a book, what would you call it?
Let me see. Oh God, am I mute?
It's froze. It's all right. It'll come back. They are. That's it.
That's what I'd call it.
Need to.
That's what I would call it. There's always something in there that
Yes.
Yeah. The bleep, bleep, bleep and bleep, bleep and bleep. On the top, I was going to say on the top shelves, not on the top shelves. Not on the top shelves. I'm not the kids can't grab it because we're reading the book. That sounds really bad. Oh, the Lord.
I'm going to write.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it as it's your age. That's what I'm going to say. Because it's always been my age. Everything, it's your age. It's been my age since I was 2.
Look at me. My camera's blurry again. I look better when I'm blurry. I've been told. I'm reading Lulu's. I had 2 memories in the last 2 days featuring my ex, and I felt nothing as I deleted the memory message. Finally healed from that. Yeah, Lulu, I'm with you, girl. I am with you. I am with you on that.
Yeah.
It kind of hit me like,
walk away. Then you're not going that way. You're going that way.
Right. Absolutely.
You're not going that way. You've been there. Didn't work. You're going to a new life, and that's the way you're going. You just leave it behind and go forward and do what's right for you, your soul, and your mental health and your happiness.
Yeah.
Go and get it. Just go and grab it and do it.
Yeah, I love Lulu's book. I love Lulu's book. Did I really survive that shit show? Oh my God. Yes. Lulu, if you don't put a copyright in that, I could take it on you. That's actually a really, really good heading name for a book. Did I really survive that shit show? And it's real.
It is. Yeah.
It's real. Yeah. Oh my God. Now I have to think of. See, I have to think of a name that's not Jenny's language, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate. Oh, right. Yeah, that's today as well. When I mailed Jacqueline, I said, "Oh my God, Jacqueline, I think I'm gonna." It hit me more. It was a shock. My camera wouldn't go blurry. It shocked the crap out of me because I knew it was this month. But it kind of hit me like a freight train today. And I mailed Jacqueline and I said, my day has changed. I feel crappy to the point that I actually took a Xanax. Yeah, listen, don't knock the Xanax. Love the Xanax. It keeps everybody, it keeps me happy and it keeps everyone, oh my God, it keeps everyone safe and me happy. I did, and it was that upsetting that I did that. Isn't that crazy? That bloody crazy that it was that upsetting. And I think it was PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD. And I said to myself, I'm not going to cry, 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 I'm not going to cry. Because it was just anger crying.
Yeah.
Anger crying.
Yeah.
Listen, if it could carry me, I would actually. Yeah, but crap. Those memories are crappy crap. Some of them are fabulous and I love them. But, well, that's it, Jenny. Yeah. It's like a freight train. It just comes and I just want to mail Facebook and just say, and you can't say anything you want anymore. Everything is, I got a warning last week by saying something in a private message. In a private message, I got a warning. I think I said a name. And I got... We can all guess whatever name I said. Just pick a name. I probably I probably said it no matter what. But I got a warning for the language. Don't even get me started on TikTok. Oh my God, they're like snowflakes. You cannot say anything, and anything I would say in TikTok is nothing bad. Nothing bad. nothing bad at all. Right? They go through messages, and I got a warning. And I'm like, oh crap, they're going to do something on my Facebook, or they're going to have my pages on Facebook and whatnot. And I think it's the AI, it's the bots, something like that. Yeah. And they're kind of getting very fragile.
Words, aren't they? They're looking for certain words that come up. That's what they're doing.
Right. Right? Right. But now I have to spell the words and have to spell them incorrectly. I have to spell them with a different letter, but it looks like the same word.
Yeah. It's wrong, it's wrong, people spying on you like that.
You can't talk. Yeah, you're right. Right, Jenny?
Freedom of speech, did they say? Not.
You cannot talk. TikTok is worse. TikTok is worse. I mean, I got told off for... I seen a video of a TikTok with a man and a dog. And I said, nothing a baseball bat wouldn't fix. I got a warning for it. I got a warning for it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
stupid.
Yeah. And
What's that a big stop that one? Thanks.
oh, Jesus.
Oh, flipping it.
Yeah, I got a warning for that. And I could have said a lot worse. Oh, my God. I don't know how I'd be having been taken off a jet. But then I've learned, say nothing. Just don't even watch them. Say nothing.
You'd really cave in that.
Completely. Oh, God, completely. When I remember saying I was going around the house, kick someone, got banned for 3 days. Right? It's fucking crazy. You can't say anything. So it's kind of like I'm being schooled again.
Yes.
That you can't. Yeah. Oh my God. I said the word, puck. P-U-C. I'm getting schooled for it. We're all getting schooled for it. Best of it, he got banned to repeating what I said. Oh my God. My darling. Oh, I've had a cold again. But you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not good. Not in Jenny's way. I am too old to be told what I can say and what I cannot say.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, honestly.
I'm just too. No, I mean, in the confinement of my own home, I can get it all out. But it just depends. But when I mute my microphone, so then nobody hears what I'm saying, and those who lip read me, you know what I'm saying. I can do sign language. I can't do. I know we're not saying anything. We're all being good. We're being good, and I can do. No way. Yeah. I mean, wow. I can do sign language, and I've done it once or twice, but not a lot of people know there's ISL. But I have done sign language. And I know somebody in America wanted to learn this sign language. I'm not even going to do it now in case anybody knew what I was talking about. And it's just, sign language.
Makaton, do some Makaton.
Chantel, we're talking about language, how we're not allowed to say words anymore. There's so many, the words that you cannot say, that you get a warning for. So say if I was joking and I was saying a name last week, I got a warning for it. And in TikTok, listen, they're coming after me in TikTok because of what I say. Oh no, oh Jesus, no, I can do that inside if you want to see it. So then when we want to say something, like I can teach the sign to do that word that I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
I can teach it be F. And the other one was my right? The other one, which is my favorite word. So, I'll teach everyone in the background. So say if we're doing something, I'm like, oh my God. Oh God. Oh, sorry, completely. I get that too. Yeah, to repeat offense, and I'm like, what? Lulu.
It was a repeat offense,
right? Oh, Lulu, she didn't hear a thing. Right. Oh my God. Oh, my fire's lighting. Oh, lovely. I have to. Do you know what I have to do?
We started talking about the Bell Witch. That's how we started talking about the Bell Witch.
Oh,
holes, haven't we?
Right. And they see Willow can say it, but not on the show. You can say it and then type it, but not on the show. We can't say it on the show.
Yeah.
We can't say it on the show.
Oh, dear me. We digress.
But that's how we're doing our spelling now. is, change a letter or space it out. Or space it out.
On the other show I watched on Friday, we were talking about swamp
hag. Swamp hag. The swamp hag. Now, the swamp hag. Now I'm going to have to Google that.
Swamp hag. How interesting. Let's have a look.
Oh, okay. I've called myself the Irish hag many times. The swamp hag. Here we go. Oh. Okay. What is this? No, we do not want that. Have you got it?
Yes, it says a swamp hag is typically refers to a creature often depicted in folklore and fantasy that dwells in swamps or marshy areas and is characterized as an old, ugly, and often malevolent woman or witch. Oh, what is the mythical creature hag? And it is a hag was seen as a spirit or goddess in the form of a grotesque and hideous old woman, and often had power over the elements or magic.
Yep.
See, isn't it funny if you can do magic or people know that you do this, they call you a hag, and then is a hag a banshee? A banshee or woman of the fairy folk, as she is known in Ireland, has many names. The little washerwoman, hag of the mist, and hag of the black head. Don't know what black head means, but a banshee. The banshee. Now, I always thought banshees as it happened to one of my aunties actually.
No.
And when her husband died, the night he died, she heard. She described it as a banshee. I said, what do you mean you heard a banshee? What did you hear? She said it was a dog howling, and it sounded like it was howling inside the room. And when he died, it took this screeching out. And she said it was a banshee. He died.
Inside the room?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't know about that until she told me about that.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So normally they those who can hear her sing, basically I'm going to say they're safe. It's the ones who don't hear her, they're the ones that's going to die.
Yeah. See, years ago, I was doing a paranormal night in our local woods. Now, it's quite haunted with different folklore, with different things. And I was hearing a lady over the stream. I had people with me, and we heard this lady over the stream singing some type of opera that I've never heard that type of singing before. It was stunning. Yeah. And it only lasted 20, 30 seconds. I said, listen to that. And we heard her singing this beautiful. Couldn't understand what she was singing, but her voice was stunning.
It's enough.
Right next to the stream.
Oh,
not everybody heard it. A couple of us did.
Right. Enough to get your attention that you want to look for that beautiful voice.
Yes.
Sometimes you'd hear wailing or crying, and then you look at your window. Yes, yeah. And you look at your window to see if yes, with the O's and the Macs. And I know people say to me, is your name Jenny O'Sullivan? And I'm like, no, drop the O.
Yeah. It's like Murphy. Murphy was McHadden.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. McHadden. So that would have been a Mac. So it would have been son of.
Mine would be Jenny Nahulawan. So the knee would be like an O. Yeah, because I know even to this day, my children will say to me, "Mom, did you call me?" I'm like, "No, I didn't call you." Maybe they just heard me screaming for them every day, all day, Jessica. And it's just ingrained into their minds that, did she call me again? I was like, "No, I didn't call you." And then they say, "Oh, it must be the ghost." And I know back in the day, my mum's house, and Legend had lost end because it was a yes, yeah, I heard of her. This was more a lady.
That's
Yes.
interesting.
There's a movie about her. Where was this based now? Was this in... No, I'm thinking of something different. I can't... I think it was Spanish or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh,
Newfoundland.
oh,
No idea what that is.
that's in. It's like above. It's like Canada. It's above America on the east coast.
Right.
Where you go there, do you know when if you ever travel over towards the Caribbean, sometimes if you call in to Maine to refuel, that's in Newfoundland.
O'Brien, there you see, my mother's O'Brien, and we all want to be the banshee. And when you hear her, you're not allowed to look out the window. I remember my mum. Yeah, I remember my mum telling me we could hear her. I said, and I heard singing in my backyard here one night, and Jessica opens up the curtains in the window.
Right.
And I'm like, and I'm kind of going back, further into the couch of the couch, thinking, if you're being pulled out, I'll hold on to your ankles, This window here. And we were kind of like, Hannah looked at Jessica and she looked at me and she goes, "Mom, did you?" And I was like, "Yeah, Newfoundland has huge ties to Ireland."
Wow.
I'll definitely be looking at that one. See, you learn something new all the time.
Yeah. See, I think a lot of people did go from Ireland over to, it's sort of literally, isn't it? So they would have gone over and just put down the roots.
Oh, I'm texting pardon me for a second. I'm texting my daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Who is at a school thing. And they finish at 9, and I text her and I said, Don't be the only one that your mother comes up and picks you up, because I will. I am that helicopter mom.
Do you know what, Chantel? You're right, because I watch a lot of stuff about the Appalachian Mountains, and it's a very mysterious place. You've got all that stuff going on with Bigfoot, with people disappearing, people being found torn to pieces. And it's just unbelievable what is actually going on there. And it's hard to put your finger on it, really, because not many people know. It's like that thing they're finding staircases in the middle of nowhere, which leads up to nothing in these forests. That's crackers. Jenny, I live in Virginia. The Appalachian Mountains are about 30 minutes from me.
Oh.
9 to 10. Do you want to go off at 9:30?
I'll do 9:30 because I have to get in contact with Elsa, because she's supposed to be whatever she's doing, she finishes at 9, and now she's not answering my messages, and it'll be the last time, Oh no, she's doing it. Oh, she's seen it. No, she's good. She's seen it.
So Lulu says, that's the Wendigo, not Sasquatch. Right, okay.
Okay.
So do you hear a lot of things going on over there? Back
in the day when we were younger, I remember my sister was watching TV and my brother was in the shower, and he got out of the shower, went down to my sister, and he goes, "You called me, what?" And he goes, and she said, "No, I didn't call you." But then he went back up into the shower. About 10-15 minutes later, she could hear singing outside.
Yes.
I went up and told my mum, and she told us to stay away from the window.
Oh.
Right. And when she said, "Oh God," I was like I always say, there was 11 in my family, and there always has to be one.
Yeah. The odds one out, yeah.
It's so much fun being me. It's so much fun. And there always has to be a different one. And I was very, very open. Everyone was more in that, if I can, not immature, but wasn't thinking the way I would think. I would think completely differently. And I think that myself and my older sister, well, like she's like my stepsister, and
Yes.
we both have Rhesus O negative blood. Even my twin has a positive blood, you know.
Yeah.
I always told them I was special, but they didn't listen to me. I am special. They just didn't listen to me, feckers. So I'm not too sure if she has a Rhesus O negative, but I definitely have the Rhesus O negative blood. And I was just that different child. I was just different. I kind of, yeah, I know, Chantal. I know. Okay, that's why I'm watching. I know. Yeah, I was just different. Just to hear singing, seeing things outside of my house, seeing things where, and I've said this in bloody and probably in every show I've been on, things that we've seen in the sky, 3 of them. It was crazy. I mean, I know people said to me, Jenny, they were aliens, and I'm like, you know, really? But they were just huge. They were grey. They looked like cigarette smoke, like a whitey grey. They were huge, absolutely huge. They were round and goes into a tail. 3 of them, and I know it sounds crazy, but like I said before, I wish, you know, I could project in my mind on a wall what I've seen that night.
Yeah. What a good way of saying it. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I wish they could see what I had seen, because I know telling a story to something that you do know, but
yes.
but having to kind of and I can say exactly what size, what shape they were, what color they were, how many people were there, what the whole event was of that evening. I was the first one to see them on a November night. Beautiful, clear sky, stars, nothing else, and seeing these 3. Nothing was there in the sky for me to see, but I was walking up the garden with my brother's friend, and I said, what is that in the sky? And he started singing, oh, it's the banshees, the banshees. So I told my sister, and she's seen them. She got everyone into the house, and it went on for a few hours, and they were huge. And one of them was so big, came down through the hedge. You could see the whiteness, and then shoot right back up into the sky.
That's interesting. Did anybody get any photographs?
No, I was a teenager. We wouldn't have.
Yeah, we never had cameras and that then, did we?
No, we wouldn't have. No, we didn't. And that's my daughter. And it was crazy. It was crazy. You know, when you know that I would take a polygraph test, I would swear on anything, or even go over under hypnosis. And I wouldn't even have to do that, because I remember everything. I remember everything of it. And it's just one of those, right? Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. The skinwalkers.
They are,
I just remember everything like it was yesterday. Everything like it was yesterday. I know when one shot down, I'd say if they were on the ground, they would have been about 60 foot tall. But they were they were over an unused factory across the road from me. They were round and then goes into a tail. And 3 of them, 2 this side, 1 this side. They'd float up. They'd float like that. But when they go up, they go missing. But there was no clouds for them to go missing into.
Yes.
And then when you see them again, you'd have 1 this side and 2 this side, and they'd swim they looked like they were swimming. It was mad. And they kept doing that for about an hour. We were all standing there. My sister friends who came, like my brother-in-law's brother had passed away that week. My 2 family my sister's 2 of her friends, both parents had passed away. And then there's 3 of these. And it was okay. The Banshees only to visit the family of pure Irish descent, and there was a Welsh equivalent called the Ribbon Witch.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, this was an Irish descent, so
yeah. It was just it was crazy to see. Crazy. It was
karaoke little people.
Little people in the
karaoke little people. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah, the 2. Okay.
Little people. I'm going to look at that. Really am.
Okay. Mentioned. Okay. Yeah, but it was crazy. It was just a very once in a lifetime
Event, really, yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was surreal. It was very, very surreal. I've never forgotten it to this day, and I wish people could see, because it sounds like a story. It sounds like, it was something else. It was something else. It was something else. It was very much in your face. I know when one came down through the hedge and went through it, you could see the lightness going through the hedge and shooting back up, just to show we are real, whoever they are.
Yeah.
I remember one guy was putting me behind him so he could get into the house. Yeah, there's about 9 people outside watching it.
That's crazy, that is.
Across from my house. Yeah, it's mad. Crazy stuff. Don't know, but there was something I seen on TikTok last year, and I mailed it to my friend Chris, and I said, have a look at this. This is exactly what they look like. This is exactly what they look like. Because they had it in America or something like that. And I said, that's the closest to I've ever seen in all my years. That's the closest that I've ever seen of what I had seen. So
when I moved into this house 5 years ago, my sister came round. She's older than me. She came round one afternoon, and she'd been having she had her eyes done. So she was sat in the garden. She was looking up. She said, "Can you see them up there?" And I said, "What?" She had those little black dots. I thought, well, she's had a bad eye. She's had her eye done. It's floaters. That's what I thought. And I said, where? She said, over there. She said, there's loads of them. And I looked. I went, oh my God. And they looked what you described.
Right.
And it was like an upside down tear. So you've got that bit and it goes like that. But they were that way, right? And there must have been about 20 of them plus. And they were very, very high up. And they were moving. There was a load of them.
Right.
And they were moving towards, I'd say, northeast. I run in to get my camera and my phone. And I just caught the tail of one, but it was too far up for me to get the right picture.
Right.
When you said the shape of it then, that reminded me. Nobody believe you because you haven't got the proof. But you know what you've seen. Yeah, and I thought it was her eyes, floaters, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah.
And right? And those who know you, and those who don't. But it's, from your heart and your soul and your truth, it was real what you saw.
Yeah.
I would bet everything and anything on it, what I've seen. I would give it enough for proof. Please don't come back. Please go. Please don't come back. Maybe someone said to me, Jenny, it was the Greys.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that's the Greys, they'd let us know. But were they banshees? I don't know, but they looked like Halley's Comet.
Yes.
They were huge.
And they were like a browny grey.
It was grey. It was like a cigarette smoke grey. And the fact that when shot down from the sky, it went across the hedge and shot back up again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was crazy.
So I think we've got a few subjects that we could do.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
So we're nearly out of time, everybody.
Yeah.
And I think we've had a really good chit chat tonight. It's been really interesting, very funny. And it's been really good. Oh, here she is, ladies and I.
Learned a little bit more. You have done me proud.
Honestly.
Oh, thank you,
With
my
a
love.
hard, with a hard subject is you have smashed it, guys.
We have no iPads.
Honestly.
Of my dog.
But as I said, I'll be honest with you guys and the viewers. Obviously, I don't know how long I will be gone for. I'm not gone. It's just obviously I've hurt my vocal cords, and I'm waiting to be referred to the ENTs. So bear with the shows, guys. But thank you very much, everyone that's tuned in. Thank you very much to my favourite ladies. I
Oh,
sound
you're
like I'm ready to
welcome.
cry, and it's like it's my voice that just goes. Chum. But yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Darling.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining in. Thank
Bye.
you.